Day 2 and we're here at Divisional Headquarters. Only joking, it's Belfast City Hall. We're going to be meeting Divisional Commander Elwyn Harris. We're off to lunch at Belfast Temple and then heading down south to Dublin. Inside, the DC tells me what's been encouraging him recently.
In September last year, we launched what we called the 6-8 Challenge, which is based on Isaiah chapter 6, verse 8, where God says, "Who shall I send and who will go for us?" And Isaiah puts his hand up and says, "Well, I'll do that." And we challenge the division to think about what is it God is wanting them to do. And we've seen some very exciting responses to all of that. Core, trying new things, individuals. It's been a very exciting year for us as a division.
And we're here today in Belfast City Hall. Why are we here?
Well, we're here to launch our annual family appeal. This is something we've done now for a number of years. We serve about 11,000 children with gifts last year. We work in partnership with St Vincent de Paul Society. The folks of Ireland are very generous in their support in previous years, and I'm sure they're going to be again for us this year.
It all happens in the Mayor's Parlour, hosted by the Deputy Lord Mayor of Belfast.
As a politician and as a councillor here in City Hall, I have spent a lot of my time in cross-community work, and you are an example of how it can be done, how communities can work together for the good of us all. And I have great honour and privilege in declaring and launching your appeal open this morning.
And with that, it's time for us to hit the road again. It's lunchtime at Belfast Temple. In the kitchen, I met the appropriately named Sid Cook.
You must be Sid.
I'm Sid, yes.
Hello, Sid. Shall I shake your hand? Hello, I'm Esther.
Sid's been a volunteer here for over 20 years.
I find cooking is very, very easy for me, you know.
Yeah, it's therapeutic as well, isn't it?
It is, and also while we've been in here, we've met a lot of people who really need our help, that would come for advice, and that is another side of the kitchen. It is also a home.
That's what Eleanor found. She recently became an adherent.
I was very depressed, and just said one day, said to me, "Would you not like to come down and work in the kitchen?" So I started to work in the kitchen, and they do help me, so they do, so it's good.
And then, of course, there's the diners. People like Helen and her friend Emily, who started coming when her husband died. She still remembers the welcome she got.
Oh, that's great. They're lovely people. Lovely people, I tell everybody.
Very
yeah,
generous.
they're lovely, lovely people.
Very generous to us all, you know. Mm-hmm.
And how's the food?
Pardon?
How's the food?
Beautiful.
Fantastic.
For £2.50.
Not bad. But now I've got to get going again. We're off to Dublin. Very exciting. We've just crossed the border and now we're in the south. How you doing, lad? You're right. I'm visiting York House, one of Dublin's lifehouses. It's got room for 80 men from all sorts of backgrounds. As I learnt from the manager, Cora Whitney.
We have people with mental health issues, we have people in active addictions, both alcohol and drug addiction. We have just everybody that you could possibly mention in society comes through the door in York House, and we want that everybody reaches their potential and that they feel some worth in themselves, that they can start dealing with their addictions so that they can have the life that they were supposed to have.
About a year and a half.
Robert was born in England, but his family's Irish, and he came to Dublin to work as a bus driver.
Drugs overtook my abilities to deal with work, you know, so after a while I ended up on the streets. From the streets, I ended up here, you know.
Yeah. But 2 years on, after completing a number of courses, Robert will soon be moving into his own accommodation. And he'll go with nothing but praise for the staff here.
Well, they're always asking how are you doing, you know. You can always go to them, and they'll always help with information and stuff. I think that's one of the greatest things, is that you're not on your own, you know. This is one of the, I think it is the best hostel in town. It's known as the best hostel in town, you know.
And that's the end of a very full day 2.